Over 6 million car accidents are reported every year in the United States alone, which is why I believe that everyone needs to have a dash cam for their protection and the protection of others. In today's video, we're going to be doing a deep dive into the Wolfbox TriPro series dash cam, including an unboxing, install, real world testing, and overall review. Wolfbox has a variety of products, so if you want this specific model, make sure that you check the description for the link down below. Now we're going to be going over a ton of information, so if you want to skip ahead and just see the installation or the unboxing, anything that you want, we're going to have timestamps in the description, as well as using the little scrubber right there on the video. With that being said, let's get into the unboxing of this thing. The first item we got was Wolfbox's G900 main camera system. This is the hub that replaces your rear view mirror. If you opt for the extended pack, you get this OEM replacement for your rear view mirror, changing out your mirror for the Wolfbox system. An overlooked add-on that I think you should get is the 256GB micro SD card from Wolfbox. This is a high quality one that you'll need for loop recording. And finally, here's the hardwire kit that you get that gives you a whole bunch of different fuse taps so you can pick which fuse you want to tap into. If you're not new to the channel, you remember my BAK. And with the power of editing, we're going to cut this open and take a look at what we get when we open the box. We are greeted with a nice little overlay here, giving us a diagram of the Wolfbox and kind of an idea of what cord is what. And then you get to see the Wolfbox itself. This is the G900 main hub system, and it looks really, really sleek. I imagined that it was going to be thicker, but it keeps a pretty thin design with a button on the bottom, a Wolfbox badge display, and then all of your ports that you're going to be connecting your cameras in. As we go further into this, you get a rear camera license plate mount, which I think is pretty neat. The rest of the box includes the meat and potatoes of the system, including the hardware for the actual cameras and the cameras itself. Not to mention the user manual, but you won't need it because we are going to do an in-depth install later in this video. Wolfbox gives you the option to plug in a 9-volt cigarette lighter, but for me, I really wanted to hardwire this into my battery, so you get the hardwire kit. And in it, you'll get a trim removal tool to help you with the process of the wires. You'll also get yellow fuse taps and red fuse taps, and depending on which fuse you want to use and how you want to use it. And finally, the wiring harnesses in this kit, and again, they color coordinate everything, so it makes it really user-friendly whenever you're getting to install this on your rig. Now, in the extended pack, I had mentioned that you get this really cool OEM bracket replacement. So essentially, your Wolfbox now replaces your rear view camera entirely. We have the adaptive cruise control system, and so for me to install it, I'd have to take all of that stuff out. Maybe in a later video, I'll show you how to install it. This is the back plate that replaces the hooks on the Wolfbox with the plate, so that way you can use this OEM style bracket, again, to replace your rear view mirror with the Wolfbox system. Now, I really want to stress the importance of getting a good quality micro SD card. Wolfbox offers high quality ones for an additional fee, and honestly, they're really great priced, especially this 256 gig. You want something that's high quality, it doesn't have to be the Wolfbox brand, but you're going to be hard pressed finding a good one at the price that they're offering it with their systems. And here's everything neatly displayed for you. Unlike traditional dash cams, the G900 TriPro features 3 different cameras instead of 1 or 2, hence the name TriPro. You get the 4K front dash camera, a rear view camera that's 2.5K, and a third camera that you can put on your bumper or anywhere else you see fit that gives you 1080p resolution, even at night. What this means for you is easy to read license plates, better video quality, and the peace of mind knowing that you've captured everything that you need to when, God forbid, you need it. Obviously, we've been off-roading, we've been there, we've done that, and we have the factory front camera on our rig. The unfortunate truth is, even if you have a factory front-facing camera, you're not going to be able to record any of that footage. And unfortunately, we've missed out on a ton of really sketchy content because we weren't able to record with our front camera. Luckily for us, Wolfbox includes a bumper mounted camera that does record with the rest of your system. Now with this front camera, you still get the high definition resolution, but it's only at 1080p, and you have to find a really good center point for mounting it. In places like Moab, where you're gonna have crazy hill climbs and pretty intense descents, you're not going to be able to see what's directly in front of you. And if your Jeep is lifted and have bigger tires, you're going to have more blind spots in the front than you think that you normally do. Trust me, I know. It's also going to be useful for when you need to navigate rock gardens, especially for clearance or making sure that your tire is lined up on the obstacle, as well as winch recoveries to make sure that your line isn't going off too far one side or the other. And you can do it all from the convenience of being in the driver's seat. Having this convenience makes it to where you don't have to waste time getting in and out of your rig, trying to spot the right line or make sure that your line's okay. You get to avoid all of that just by having the bumper cam and access to this bad boy right here. The first camera is also the control center, and everything mounts right here. It features a 3-channel 12-inch display giving you a ton of information that lets you monitor each camera individually or together. All you have to do is swipe over, giving you access to every single camera. The G900 also has a 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi as opposed to the traditional 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and similar models giving you a faster and smoother stream of all of your cameras and lets you download your footage quicker anytime that you want. Now Wolfbox is designed for any vehicle. We're going to be installing it on my 22 Jeep Wrangler JL. So installation is going to be a little bit different for you, and even if you have a JL, you could still wire it in a couple of different ways. Now in the Jeep Wrangler, you already have a rear backup camera. This Wolfbox will allow me to mount the camera right up here, and hopefully I get a good enough view toward the back that I can mount a trasheroo, which is about time because I've really wanted one for our overlanding adventures. Before you start the install, go ahead and plug in your 9-volt USB-C connector and power on your Wolfbox to make sure that it works, because you don't want to do all this work and it doesn't work. Obviously ours checks out, so we're going to plug in the SD card before we install the Wolfbox. From my experience, plugging in the SD card once when it's installed is kind of annoying, so just go ahead and take care of it right now. Installing the main hub is super easy. Simply line up the Wolfbox with your rear view mirror and strap it in. And there's no other explanation than that. It really is that simple to do. And again, installation is going to be a little bit different for everyone depending on your vehicle. For us, for the rear view, we have to mount right on top of here. So we're going to take this trim piece off, feed the wires up through the cab and under the trim there. To save time, I'm going to go ahead and put a time lapse on it of us removing the trim and installing the wires, as well as running them over the passenger side. I do not want to remove the hardware and the bracketry for the KC lights, especially because I have them dialed in perfectly. So this is what we're going to do instead. Now obviously, first things first, you got to open up your hood. We're going to do that with these latches. And then we have a system a little bit different. This is Redline Tuning's hydraulic assist. I find it very, very helpful. We're going to focus our attention toward the battery. Now, I know my engine bay needs a cleaning, but that's aside the point. We're going to be wiring up the bumper camera as well as the power for the main camera through here. We're going to feed it kind of through our cowl and then into our cab and then go up where we just buckled up. So I'll give you an in-depth guide on how to take all of that apart. But first things first, you got to differentiate your wires. This is your power wire and your power connector. You can splice this in using these connections right here with the provided kit into your fuse.
And we'll be doing that when we find out which fuse we want to put them on. And I'll make sure to let you know. But for the meantime, we need to take our USB-C power cord and feed it through the cowl and into the cab. Now I've already kind of fed it through just to see proof of concept, and it works. So we're going to feed the USB power through and show you what I did. You can see that the cowl has a little opening. And if I take my cable and feed it into that opening and open the passenger door, and I couldn't do it with one hand, but when I did it with two, I was able to get it just fine. But now it's starting to rain. So we're gonna feed in these wires and come back when it stops raining. I just finished feeding the wires from the bumper cam and our power into the cab of the Jeep without removing the cowl, which is great. Now we have to remove our trim again to access the wires to feed up through the trim and over to the main hub. So if you get the fuse kit, you can tap into the fuses that you already have. We chose to do the red into 21 and then the yellow into 52. You could use 53 because that's a spare, but you can just reference your fuse box cover, figure out which wire you want to tap into or which fuse you want to tap into. Now, as far as the wires, we'll clean that up later. I wanted to show you where I routed the bumper cam. So right in this space, at least in my Jeep, and I have the 3.6 Pentastar that lets us feed our wire out here for our front bumper cam, which we're going to install here. We're actually going to go on top of the winch that I have, so that way it's nice and center, and then I think it makes the winch kind of look a little bit mean and aggressive. Whenever I install something, I want it to look like it came right from the factory. So I'm going to secure everything using zip ties and some electrical tape. And then I'm going to tackle this rat's nest over here because I don't want a whole bunch of wires in random places. And as you can see, Wolfbox gives you a ton of wire to work with. So pros and cons to that, but I do appreciate being able to route it wherever I want to. Literally the day that I had this installed, I went on this road and saw that this guy was breaking the law. Mind you, I was going 5 miles over the speed limit, but using my Wolfbox, I was able to identify the license plate without an issue. It's incredible how much zoom this has. Based on my experience in the past, different cameras have a really hard time with colors, but reds look like reds and greens look like greens with the Wolfbox. Now I mentioned I really wanted to test the Wolfbox out, so on this road with no lights, I turned off my own lights, and the Wolfbox is capturing a whole lot of information, even with minimum lighting. Short of the surrounding areas, I mean, really, you can see everything almost as good as if it was daytime. That just goes to show the power of the Wolfbox and its night mode that it has. Now, this is a normal, more typical city road, and the rear camera does a great job of capturing the details. Here in a second, you're going to see me zoom in on the people behind me, and you can get clear descriptions of what they look like, what their car make and model is, and even what they're doing in here. It looks like they just got some food and they're enjoying a little snack before they get home. I mean, again, the resolution on the Wolfbox is insane, and as we're driving, you have awesome detail of the area around you. Now, my placement of this makes my Wolfbox a little shaky, but that's not the box itself or the camera itself. That's because of how I have it mounted on my Jeep. Whether you're an avid off-roader or someone who just wants coverage and security all the way around their vehicle, the Wolfbox G900 TriPro series dashcam offers that peace of mind to you. With drivers on the road today and the fact that there's 6 million accidents reported every year, this gives me an extra element to say, hey, this is actually what happened, regardless of what the story is. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more off-road related content because we have a ton of stuff in store. And if you're interested in the Wolfbox, feel free to ask any kind of questions in the comments. I will answer them, and you can find the link in the description below. As always, we appreciate you watching our video, and we can't wait to see you on the trail.